Good day. Welcome back to Apostle 1 tutorial. Yes, Apostle 1, don't forget. Now, today we are coming to continue with our circuit theorem. Yes, that is the third property. Yeah. But before then, don't forget to tap on the subscribe button. Turn the notification bell on so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to get it. Yes. Tap on the like button. Share the video to anybody you think it will be beneficial to. Yeah, very good. Tap it right now. Yes, very good. Now, we are coming to look at this one. What does the theorem says? The theorem says that the angle subtended by an arc, that is when an arc or a chord subtends an angle, at the center of a circle, so which means that arc will form an angle at the center of a circle. One arc, another arc, the two forming the chord will form an angle first at the center of a circle. Now let's see. Is twice, that is equal to, the center is equal to the angle. Let me put that twice somewhere. The angle subtended by the same arc. So we are still talking about the same arc. Yes, that is the arc that forms an angle at the center of a circle. Okay. At the same arc, at any point on the circumference of the circle. Now, let me explain this one. It means that one, we have an arc. That is a chord, the ends of the chord called the arcs. The arcs will form an angle at the center of a circle. That is one thing. Now, the same arc was subtended to form an angle at the circumference of a circle. Now, let's draw this one. You see, what we have to know is that this is circuit theorem. The properties are plain, meaning they are plenty. Yes, about 8 properties. Yes. But what we have to do is to understand all the properties so that when you meet the question, you can fish out the particular method or the particular property to use. Yes, in any question. Yes. So follow me closely, then try to understand this. Now, what are we saying? What we are saying is that I'll be drawing different diagrams. So watch me very well. Watch me very well. Now, so assuming this is a circle. Now this is the circle. I'm going to use this one as my arc. The arc one here, another here, 2 arcs. Now do 2 arcs. Let me indicate the chord. This is the chord. This is the center of a circle. So what we are saying is that the arc form an angle at the center of a circle. The arc subtended to form an angle at the center of a circle. So this one will come here at the center. This one will come here at the center. So it is forming an angle here. You get it? Now let me label the angle M. This is the angle formed by the chord or the arcs at the center of a circle. Follow me closely. Now the same arc, that is this one, also form an angle at the circumference of a circle. Follow me. So the same arc, I'm coming to subtend this arc to form an angle at the circumference of a circle. Now, where is the circumference of a circle? These are the circumference of a circle. These are the circumference of a circle. Yes. So I can subtend the chord to form an angle at any point at the circumference of a circle. So let me draw the first one. Assuming this angle comes here, and then this angle meets here. Let me label the angle, the arc here. Let me label the angle here as M. As N rather. This is M, this one is N. So look at these two things. The angle at the center of a circle is M. And then the angle at the circumference of a circle is N. Now, this property is talking about the relationship between these two angles, the one at the center and the one at the circumference of a circle. Now, what are we saying? You can see it clearly that this angle is bigger than this angle. You get it? Now, let's see. The angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference of a circle. It means that when we multiply, when you say twice, twice means multiply by 2. Multiples of 2. Yes, so you multiply by 2. Now, which one are you multiplying by 2? The angle, the property says that the angle at the center is twice. That is, when we multiply what by 2? When we multiply the angle at the circumference by 2, we get the angle at the center of a circle. It means that the angle formed at the center is twice. Twice means 2 times. So 2 times the angle at the circumference of a circle. The circumference of a circle is L. So this is very simple. This is simple. This is what you have to know. This is what you have to know. So the angle at the center is the same as you multiply this one by 2. That's the property you have to know. Yes. Now, the diagram may come in different ways. Different ways. So this is the relation between the angle at the center and the angle at the circumference of a circle. Now, with this one, we can also talk about a different thing. If 2 times the n is given as the m, then if I have the m, I can find half of it. So, example, if here is 30, then what will be the angle at the circumference of a circle? The n is 30, so I have to multiply the 30 by 2. 30 times 2 will give us 60, so the angle from here is 60. Very simple. Now, in the same way, in case if I have the angle at the center to be 70, if the angle here is 70, how can we get the angle here? That is the n. It means I have to find half of this one. Just like making n the subject. If I want to make n the subject, I have to divide this one by 2, this one by 2. So n will give us m over 2. That is half of the m. Half of m. So it means that if I want to get the n here, I have to find half of 70. And half of 70 will give us 35. So here will be 35 degrees. Vice versa. 35 degrees. Know the relationship, keep the relationship between the angle at the center and the angle at the circumference of a circle. Now, since you've been able to follow me close, since you'll be able to capture this one, let's look at different diagrams that talk about the same property. I'm going to do a different diagram that talks about the same property. So watch very well as I draw the diagrams. Now, let's see. Let me take this diagram. So let's say this is my first diagram. My second diagram, let me draw it here. Now this is the circle. This is the center of a circle. Yes. Now of course this is my chord. Let me use this as my chord. The chord can be anywhere. The chord can come here. The chord can be like this. The chord can be anything. Yes. But I'm just concentrating on this chord. Now this is the chord. First, the chord forms an angle at the circumference of a circle. At the center of a circle. So let's say here is M. Now I want this angle to form at the circumference of a circle, so I can move it here. Now let this one comes here, then this one meets here. It is forming an angle at the circumference of a circle from the same chord. So here will be N, which means that the M is the same as 2 times what? N. The same thing. I can also bring it here. Now, let me draw another one. What does the property say? Chord. This is the center. Form one angle here at the center of a circle. The angle formed is M. Now, let another angle form at the circumference of a circle. Now, move this one here. I think this is circumference. Now, this one will come here. Now, this one is meeting it here. This one is also circumference. So the angle here is N. So the diagram can be in this way. The angle here is n. So what does it mean? It means that the m is still the same as 2 times n. Sometimes they can just confuse you, but you just have to understand. They can just draw this one here, another straight line here, just to confuse you. But you don't have to forget this particular property. Yes, there can be so many diagrams, lines, and then everything that will make the calculation simple. That make the calculation difficult because they just want to confuse you. They will not make the diagram or the question so clear for you to see it very well. But you have to understand. Yes. Now let me draw another one. 4. Now let me consider this circle as the chord. Center of the circle. Now the center is now M. Another angle supposed to form the circumference of a circle. Now where will it form? Now I want to bring this one here. We are going to the circumference of a circle. Look at it very well. We are going to the circumference of a circle. Now this one is going up. Circumference of a circle. It is here. So which means from this particular chord. Now this one is here. Another angle is formed at the circumference of the circle. This angle is called the N. So you see how the diagram is? It doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like this. The diagram can come in so many ways depending on how you understand the property. Now look at something. It means that from the same chord, this angle moved up here to form this one. So the angle at the center is now the same chord. This one moved to the front of the circle. This one also moved to the front. The angle formed here is n. So the same way, the m is equal to 2 times the n. Diagram can come in different ways. Yes. If they want to confuse you with this one, they can join this one here, join this one here. They have confused you. But you still be able to, have to be able to identify the diagram or the property from the diagram. That is why there is a need for you to understand the property very well. Now let's take another one. Now 5. Now this is the center of a circle. So this is the center. Now the center, the angle formed here is M. Another angle is forming at the circumference of a circle. So we are going to the circumference of a circle. So this one comes here. Okay. This one is forming an angle at the circumference of a circle. So here, so which means the same thing, right? So at the center and at the circumference, we have M is the same as 2n. Now we can also take this one in so many ways. I think these diagrams are okay. They are all okay. Now let's look at this. Let me add more explanation to this one. Don't forget our previous video on the introductory to plane geometry 1. Yes, don't forget to go and watch those things to know the plane geometry 1. Yes, sum of interior angles of a triangle. It's very necessary for you to go and try. Yes, so go ahead and solve those questions in the previous video. Yes, check the videos and then go and look for it. Yeah, because you are going to apply all those things to solve the diagrams or everything related to circuit theorem. Yes. Now let me add more explanation to this one. How do you see this question? How do you see this question? Or how do you see this one? How do you see this one? Now make sure you make your own notes out of this one. I want to clear this one, then I will explain this one again, this and this again. So okay, let me clean this one. Now when we take this particular diagram, the angle is formed here, but when I bring another angle here, This one is a reflex angle. It's a reflex angle. This one is a reflex angle for this one. Yes. Now, when it happens like that, these two angles, they are angles at a point from plane geometry 1. And angles at a point add up to 360 degrees. So I'm looking at a ways and means that you can solve the questions. Now, this angle is an angle that at a point. So this and this add up to what? 360 degrees. So if here is A, then I will say that the A plus M should give us what? 360 degrees. So the question can come, the question will be direct. Yes. So don't forget this one. Now, aside that, this is a radius, this one is a radius. You see, any point from the center to the circumference of a circle is called a radius. Yes. So this one is a radius, this one is also the radius. Now, these two radius forms a triangle, and the type of triangle is isosceles triangle. So it means that these two angles here and here, they are the same. The two angles here are the same. It will help you to be able to solve for other questions. Now let's see another one. Aside that, when I take the bigger triangle, it means that this angle plus here is supposed to give us 180 degrees, because angles or interior angle of a triangle sum up to 360 degrees. Yes. Now let me check another one. Let's check another one here. Let's explain this one. Now with this one, here is M. Now here is N. Now with this one, we can also explain in different way. This and this, they are similar, they are the same. Yeah. Now let's talk about this one, the same as this one. Here is N. So we can see that this one is a chord, this one too is a chord. Now this one is a straight line, so we can call this one as the diameter, because this is the center. We can call this one as the diameter. Now, so since this one is the diameter, we can recall our property 2, who talks about the diameter. No, property 1, who talks about the diameter rule. Go and check the one who talks about diameter rule. The diameter rule says that when the diameter forms an angle at the center of a circle, the angle formed 90 degrees. So it means that this diameter, one comes here and the one comes here. So the angle formed here is 90 degrees. Yes, 90 degrees. Now, aside that, if here is 90, when I take the bigger triangle, here, here, and here, so the 90 plus here is supposed to give me 180 degrees, because it's a triangle. You get it? Now, let's talk about another one. If I consider this one, then this one is also another triangle. So with this triangle, this one is radius, this one is also radius. So therefore, this particular triangle form is called isosceles triangle. So the adjacent angle here are also the same. So if here is N, here too supposed to be what? Supposed to be N. So here plus here will give us 180 degrees. I'm just looking at ways and means we can solve these questions using the plane geometry 1. Yes. So let's talk about this one too. Now this one also forms a triangle. Now this is the radius. From here to here is a radius. From here to here is a radius. So this one is also forming another isosceles triangle. So the angle from here and the angle from here are also the same. So if here is A, then this side will also be what? This side will also be A. This side will be A. So it is very simple. It is very, very simple. So this one plus this one plus this one will give us another 180 degrees. Now let me take this particular chord. Let me take this chord. I'm taking this chord. Then we look at something here. Let me spin this one. Now let me take this one. Now after identifying this, We can identify this property 2 times in this particular question. I'm coming to identify the same property in this question. So the first property is that we said this one forms an angle at the center of a circle. The same chord, this one. So let me label the chord as A and then B. The same chord, this one forms an angle at the circumference of a circle. Now let me label this angle as C. Now let me consider the chord BC. I want to consider this particular chord to identify the same property in this particular chord. Now let's see. If I consider the chord BC, now this chord BC, I can see that one, it is forming an angle at the center of a circle, and then it is also forming an angle at the circumference of a circle. Can you also see the same thing? Let's look at it. Now this chord, this one moves here to the center. It moves here to the center. This one also meets it here. So we have an angle from here. That is the angle formed by this particular chord BC at the center of a circle. Now let me label this angle as A. That is the angle formed by this chord BC at the center of a circle. Now let me talk about another one. Let's look at the angle formed at the circumference of a circle. So the same chord, this chord from C moves to A. Look at it. We are moving to A. So A is here. Now the chord B also moves to A. A is here. Another angle is formed here. That is the angle formed by the same chord at the circumference of a circle. Let me label this angle as B. This angle as B. Then what is the relation between A and B? A is the angle formed at the center of a circle, and then B is the angle formed at the circumference of a circle. So therefore, the angle at the circumference of a circle multiplied by 2 will give us the angle at the center of a circle. What does it mean? The angle at the center of a circle will give us 2 times the angle at the circumference of a circle. So all of them works. So first, M is equal to 2 times N, and then the A is equal to 2 times what? The B, which is similar to this one. Very simple. So this is how you can navigate. So this one and this one, we can still apply the same property, but I can identify the same thing here, but at least you have to try and do some deduction for yourself. You get it? Now, this is how we can navigate through the property. The property just gives you an idea about the relationship between the angle formed at the center of a circle and the angle formed at the circumference of a circle. Yes, angle at the center and the angle at the circumference. When we find the angle at the circumference of a circle, they will multiply it by 2. It will give us the angle at the center of a circle. When we find half of the angle at the center of a circle, it will give us the angle at the circumference of a circle. Yes. Now look through, try to draw the diagrams, make notes for yourself. In the next video, I'm going to give examples on this particular property and how we can identify them from a question. Then we solve them. Very good. Please make sure you comment on this particular explanation. Let us know your comments, and then watch out for the next videos on this particular property. So I'm going to do some videos on this particular property so that it will boost your understanding. Then we add another property. Yes, just gradually. Make sure you share to your friends, subscribe to the channel, Apostle 1 to the world. Me. See you another time.